Good morning, investors. So I'm proud to bring you another great property today in the 38128 zip code. It's called Raleigh. It's a little area just north of Memphis. It's within the city limits of Memphis, but it's a neighborhood called Raleigh. So let me share screen with you right now. First, I want to show you this article that we ran across. The feds have cut interest rates. Wow. So if things weren't already an amazing time to buy real estate, interest rates were just cut. So if you want to see this article, I'll post it on jameswachob.com. The feds have cut interest rates for the first time since the financial crisis. So this is big news. This is a time for investors that are on the waiting list to get their first property or 15th property, whatever it is. This is that one little push that you guys might be waiting for to say this is time to pick up another property, whether it's in Memphis or another city. But I would definitely take advantage of this. If you would like to speak with one of my lenders who will take great care of you, please reach out to me. I'll give you a name and number of somebody that can definitely help you with a mortgage. An amazing time. We can buy properties with only 20% down and closing cost. And they've cut interest rates again. So you'd have a 30-year fixed interest rate. Amazing time to be in the buying mode, right? So from jameswachob.com, you can click on the picture of any house. That's going to open the diligence vault. The diligence vault is going to hold all the information you need as an informed investor to say this house is a possibility for me, or eliminate it as a home that would fit in your portfolio. Today, we're going to focus on this house, 4079 Kerwin. It's only $85,000. It's priced below market, and I'll get into that, why I'm selling it for less than the market rate. It'll rent for minimally $850 a month. I think we'll get more. It's a nice big house. It's 1,400 plus square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This house was renovated just 4 years ago, turnkey renovation. The tenants have moved out. Now I've bought the home, and I need to get it rent ready. So it's got a 4-year-old roof, 4-year-old HVAC, 4-year-old appliances. This is a good house, especially a great value, meaning this house would sell for $95,000 or more. I just sold one on the same street, fully turnkey, fresh renovation for $95,000. So the current prices indicate $95,000 or more on a full turnkey property like this one. You're getting a discount because this one was renovated 4 years ago, only 4 years ago. Now I'm going to come in, get the house rent ready, place a tenant, and it's going to make a great investment for you guys. The cash on cash return, almost 10%, and that's if we only get $850 in rent. The monthly cash flow would be $177 a month, and this is a B- neighborhood. And the reason I've given it a B- is this area is a little bit more than 50% renter. So that's my first thing I go for. So 50% homeowner, 50% rental is a B-class neighborhood. We look at other things, crime. This area, I'm not afraid to go here at all, but it's definitely not as safe as the neighborhood I live in, I would say, which I would consider an A neighborhood. And it sure isn't a C neighborhood where, you feel a little, the hair on the back of your neck can stand up, right? So where is this property in relationship to downtown? Go north and east. So north of downtown is Frazier, a mostly C-class community. As you work your way east towards the Nike facility, so Nike has a 3 million square foot facility in Frazier where they ship every piece of apparel, every shoe that Nike sells in North America. They ship it from Memphis. That's located in Frazier. As you work your way east, it goes from a C class to a B- to a B. You eventually end up in Bartlett, which is an A class community. So this is a great little area, B- neighborhood. So when you go into the diligence vault, and remember you get there by clicking on the picture of any house, you're going to pull up a pro forma. The pro forma will give you a financial indication about this property. So it's $85,000. If it only rents for $850 a month, it gives you cash on cash. It gives you a cap rate if you're paying cash. And it shows you the expenses that we accounted for. So vacancy, future repairs, property management, hazard insurance if the house were to burn down, principal and interest that you're paying to the bank. After all of those expenses come out of your gross income, you're left with your net operating income of $6,500 a year. All righty. Also in the diligence vault, you're going to have a property data sheet, and it's going to give you all the data that I have available to me as a real estate broker. So tax information is exact. This comes straight from the assessor's page, and our taxes are assessed every 4 years. So about 2.5 years from now, this will be reassessed, and you can expect a slight increase in taxes, not a dramatic jump like you see in other cities. If you have questions about that, reach out to me. From 3 sources, the square footage of the home. So this house was appraised in 1995, and an appraiser put a tape measure to the house. So I would feel very comfortable saying this house is 1,470 square feet. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage, 1-car carport, no pool. That's good to know. And at that time, it was an average condition. And I would say that it's going to be an above average condition once our renovation is completed and we move a tenant in. One good thing to look at is this flood zone down here. It should say an X on zone code and minimal flood risk. In the next 500 years, this property should not flood is what that means. Other good data in your diligence vault, comparable sales. So I don't see a lot of people doing this, but this is important that you know what homes are selling for in the area. So in the comparable sales folder, you should have a 3 comparable sales sheet. We'll look at that. And then exact data on each of those 3 homes that we used as comparable sales based on the subject property, in this case, 4079 Kerwin. So let's blow that up a little bit. And this is your 3 comparable property sheet. The first thing you want to do is scroll to the bottom and see that the 3 comparable sales are in the same vicinity as your subject property, the one you're looking at here. So this is showing that these 3 homes are very close to the property. You don't want to look at comparable sales that are miles away. It needs to be close. And then you want to look at square footage. So is the square footage range within the same ballpark? So ours is 1,470 square feet. The comparable sales range from 1,300 to 1,469. Bedroom, bathroom count. This ranges from a 3-bedroom, 1-bath to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now look at the square footage price of these. So $71 a square foot, $81 a square foot, $80 a square foot. The property I'm presenting to you guys today is $57.82 a square foot. Wow. So great value. Why am I selling at that price? Well, I bought it right. It had a great renovation 4 years ago. I'm able to deliver it to you, make a small profit, earn a raving fan from one of my investors who ends up with a property like this, and move on to the next one. All right. So good looking house. This is, of course, the before pictures. We'll come in, do our renovation. This house will be fully renovated 2 weeks from today. It'll be tenanted by the time your mortgage is ready to close. So luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout a lot of the house. Here in the kitchen, you'll see it has the white painted cabinets. The plumbing's been updated. The electrical's been updated. 4-year-old appliances included a wall oven, vent-a-hood, a range top that is a stainless steel backsplash, so that when people are cooking, the grease doesn't get on the wall behind. Well, it'll get on the stainless steel sheet that can be cleaned easily instead of paint. And then it's got the Frigidaire dishwasher as well. Carpet in some of the bedrooms, so not luxury vinyl plank throughout, because this has a second story. On second story, most of the time you're going to see carpet in the bedrooms. There's a close-up of the oven and the cooktop. Hard surface floors throughout a lot of the house, new doorknobs and hinges, blinds on all the windows, updated little bathroom. Great looking little property. This is the living room with that luxury vinyl plank floor that y'all are used to seeing. Hard surface stairs going up, even a decorative iron railing. So that's an upgrade for sure in a B- neighborhood. There's that bathroom again. Okay, from the website, if you decided that one of these properties fits your needs, What do you do next? So are you pre-approved with one of my preferred lenders? Are you paying cash? Great. Then click on the button that says order now, and that's going to open up a quick survey that you would fill out. So I've pre-filled out this first page. I've got my email address. Use the email address that you want me to send you the paperwork via DocuSign. So this is important because if you have multiple email addresses, when I send it to your paperwork to your email that you give me, and you DocuSign it, it needs to be set up with your name on that email. So if you're using Gmail, then for me it would say James Wachob as the account holder. Not James and my wife's name Wachob as the account holder, or else it'll sign in that manner. The address of the property you wish to purchase. A lot of people put their home address here. Well, here's the training video, and I'm working on a fix for this to where it'll auto-populate the address of the property in this form for you. But today I need you to copy and paste it in here. So the property you're wishing to purchase will be the second thing you fill out. And then the name or names as you wish them to appear on title. So notice I've typed in my name with a middle initial. Well, what if I wanted to get rid of that middle initial? There we go. Whatever you type in this blank is what my contract administrator will fill in for the paperwork to send to you to purchase this house. So then we'll fill in our phone number, and now we've entered my mailing address. So I'm going to use a P.O. box. 123, Memphis, Tennessee. 38111. Okay, so P.O. box for my mailing address. The lender. All right, so what lender are you going to use? So here's the list of lenders. If you need their contact information, please reach out to me. So let's pick my buddy Greg on this one. Earnest money. So within 48 hours, you agree to send in $5,000 earnest money. The attorney will hold that for you until the loan is ready. And that usually takes 30 to 45 days. If you're paying cash, it can happen a lot quicker. We will have a home inspection. We will have a termite inspection. My team will take care of all that for you, by the way. Once the home inspection is received, they're going to find something. That's what a home inspector does. We'll make those repairs, move towards closing. Then hazard insurance. So this is if the house burns down, something like that. A big wind comes through and blows some shingles off. That's what your hazard insurance is for. So we have a group policy that you can choose to subscribe to through Lipscomb and Pitts, but you can use anybody you want. If you want to use State Farm or Farm Bureau, someone you're used to using, that's fine. If you wish to use ours, it is a little bit lower cost and better coverage than what I've seen State Farm and people like that provide, because this one's set up for you as an investor. This is set up for investors in rental property. That's what this policy is made for. It's a master policy, so you can't buy a property off of Zillow and put it into this master policy. It has to come through a provider like me here locally. If you want to use somebody else, that's fine. Totally cool. Third-party home inspector. So if you want to use your third-party home inspector, click here, give me their name. That's fine. I'll arrange for it. Or if you just want me to get the first one available out of a list of 5 or 6 home inspectors that I use who are tough but fair, and they can jump when I say jump. So if I say, hey, I need an inspection Tuesday at 2 o'clock, I can get one of my guys on my list there. Right now in this industry, everybody's backed up, right? So once you push submit, you're done. Next step, my contract administrator receives an alert that you've asked to purchase the property. They'll send you an email saying thank you, and of course they'll prepare the paperwork, send it to you via DocuSign. Once you've electronically signed all of the paperwork, you'll send in your earnest money. When the house is completed with the renovation, we'll have an inspection by the third-party home inspector, termite inspection, fix any repairs that need to be taken care of. By that time, your tenant's moving in, best case scenario, right? And most of the time, tenant's moving in, and then we're closing. So you're starting out with cash flow day one. On this property, I'll guarantee the rent. On this property, I'll guarantee that day one, you have cash flow. Meaning if you close on the 15th and the tenant doesn't move in until the 20th, I'll pay that 5 days or 15 days, whatever it is. I'm that confident in this property. If you have any questions, reach out to me. How do you do that? I'll just go real quickly, getting kind of long on my video here. From jameswachob.com, at the very top, talk to an advisor. Click on that button. It's going to open up my calendar, and you pick the day that's best for you and whatever time works best for you. Hit confirm, fill out your name, and we will be on the phone. I'll call you, and I spend a good portion of my day talking to investors from around the world, answering questions that weren't answered on my website, or just getting in your head about what your investment goals are and how my team can be a catalyst to help you achieve these goals. So thank you so much. I'm humbled and honored by the outpouring of love and support from you guys. If you like this video, click the subscribe button, leave me a comment. I want to be a catalyst to help you achieve your investment goals. Thanks.